Two USU researchers are getting some recognition for discovering a new species of spider. So far, these creatures are only known to live in Cache County.
Yeah, these former grad students have been studying the spiders for years. Their work is finally paying off, though. The new species is now published in a scientific journal.
Christine McCarthy is covering this story for us. And these spiders are pretty tiny, aren't they?
They're very, very small spiders, though under the microscope they can be quite terrifying for some people, including my photographer and myself. But they're so small, in fact, that the total length of their body measures from about here, the end of the ruler, to about there.
In the canyons next to campus.
Dr. Stephanie Kobold and Lori Spears think spiders
Most people probably are just afraid of spiders.
are misunderstood.
They just have a bad reputation.
The former USU ecology grad students know from experience
If you learn more about them and you work with spiders, you eventually realize that they're not that bad.
they spent years studying one particular arachnid that unexpectedly turned up while collecting hundreds of spiders for field research.
The total length is around 2 millimeters, and they have a series of black and white patterns on their abdomen.
They found the tiny, venomous, but harmless critters in sagebrush in Logan, Green, and Blacksmith canyons.
They're irregular webs and they build them in shrubs. So yeah, that's how small they are.
Poring over their spider key, the researchers found no species it could possibly belong to.
We didn't want to get our hopes up, but we came to the conclusion early on that this was something unique.
So they sent it to a taxonomist, and
When we found out it was a new species, it just made our day. I mean, it made our week, if anything. It's a dream come true.
the new species is now published in the Journal of Arachnology.
I always thought it would be cool if I could find a new species, and we found one.
It's called Theridion logan, named after, whether humans here like it or not, its only known habitat in the world.
One doesn't have to go to remote areas necessarily to find new species.
And Kobold and Spears want everyone who visits those canyons to know that the canyons are not going to be shut down to protect these unusual spiders. In fact, they have a hunch that maybe these spiders live somewhere else in the world too, though at this time the only place they've been recorded to live is that one area in northern Utah. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's bizarre.
I think there's one on your right shoulder.
Yeah, don't even. My
I know, 'cause
photographer did that and I jumped.
Because
Yeah.
you're serious. You are afraid of spiders, right?
It's the one thing I'm just absolutely terrified about. So I thought it was just cruelty when the managers assigned me that story, but
Yeah.
I think I conquered a little fear. I'm starting 2 millimeters at a time.
There you go, girl.
Well, we all voted for you to go cover this story, so you have to blame the whole newsroom.
You're supposed
so.
to do something every day that scares you, and you did today. So
Very
good
good.
job.
Yeah.
Thanks.